Hey folks, thanks for tuning in to the channel. Today I'm going to be making one of my favorite meal prep dishes, sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches. This dish is easy to make, tastes delicious, and can be stored in the freezer for a quick meal during a busy week. This sandwich only needs a few key ingredients and can help keep the cost of this meal prep low. All you need for this meal prep is English muffins, sliced cheese, eggs, and ground sausage. For the cheese for these sandwiches, I'm just using processed cheese. I think it melts really nice into the sandwiches, especially when you warm it up in the microwave. But if you want, you can use shredded cheese or block cheese or any other type of cheese that you like. It all works perfect. It's just up to your preference. And for the sausage, I'm using these pre-made sausage patties. You can use any type of ground sausage that you like, and you can form your own patties. I just like using the pre-formed patties because it makes it a little bit easier for meal prepping. Anything that can save me time while I'm trying to make meals for the week is a big plus. Now, the first thing I like to do in this meal prep process is I like to take the sausage that's been pre-formed in these patties and I like to squish it down and kind of thin it out a little bit. It makes the patties a little bit bigger and it prevents them from shrinking up so much once they go through the cooking process. You want to make sure you have enough surface area of sausage for your sandwich to make sure that each bite is pretty equal with the English muffin, the sausage, and the egg. One quick piece of advice as you're making your sausage patties is to make sure that you don't make them too thin because they'll be too difficult to move from your plate to your cooking surface, whether that be a baking sheet or a frying pan or your air fryer, etc. If you make them too thin, they'll actually just rip when you try to move them. I like to put these sausage patties in the air fryer. You can absolutely just use a pan if that's easier for you. But I like using the air fryer as it's just a little bit more hands-off. And again, it's just a little bit easier and quicker, which we are all about. Now I have my sausage patties put on the baking sheet for my air fryer. I like to use the air fryers. It's just a little bit quicker. It's a little bit faster than using the pan. And to be honest, it's just a little bit more hands-off, which makes it a lot better when you're trying to cook the other components like the eggs and toasting your English muffins and just getting everything else ready. So I'm going to throw these in the air fryer now on 400 for 6 or 7 minutes, and then I'll check them out to see how we're doing. So the eggs are currently frying. As you can see, we have the sausages in my air fryer, which you can probably hear in the background. Sorry, I know it's really, really loud. But while that's cooking, there's not really that much else to do. So it's just time to get the English muffins ready to be toasted in the toaster. You can clean up any mess that you may have made during the cooking process so far. So next up, once this is done cooking, I'll get everything out and ready, and then we can start assembling the sandwiches. The English muffins are in there toasting right now, and I just wanted to take this time to say thanks for watching the video. If you enjoy this type of content, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to leave a comment below with any other meals or meal preps that you'd like to see me do, or any specific food items you'd like me to include in a meal prep. Please keep in mind I'm trying to make these videos about simple meals and simple dishes for now, maybe get a little more complex in the future, but for right now I just kind of want to make easy dishes that anybody can make easily at home with ingredients that they have access to. Please, by all means, put a comment down below and I will try my best to accommodate whatever you'd like to see me cook. opening up some of the cheese packets here and just getting ready for the sandwich assembly. And I just want to emphasize how easy that is my toaster, and I'm just going to throw one more of these guys on. I'd just like to emphasize how easy this sandwich is to put together, and the fact that you can meal prep it and then throw it in the freezer for a future meal is fantastic. You don't need to have this just for breakfast. I know a lot of people call this, a breakfast sandwich, which I guess it is, but you don't need to only have it for breakfast. If you're busy and you're working and you need something that you can take for lunch with you, you can easily haul this out of the freezer in the morning, put it in your lunch bag, go to work, you warm it up in the microwave there, and you got a really tasty, good lunch that I'm sure all your coworkers are gonna be a little bit jealous about. But also you can have it for, a light supper. Obviously you can have it for breakfast if you want, but you can easily make, 6 or 8 of these at a time, which is fantastic because obviously, maybe you have 1 for a meal. You might want to have 2 for a meal. I find meal prepping like this really helpful during the week because you don't have to scramble around in the morning to try to find something to take for breakfast or something to take for lunch. You can save yourself some time during the week if you want to, say for example, if you're going to have one of these sandwiches for supper, for a quick light supper, then you don't need to worry about making supper, which as we all know can take 30, 45 minutes or an hour during the week. And let's be honest, when you get off work and you get home, that's the last thing you want to be doing. So doing meal prep like this has always been extremely helpful to me. I'm going to try to make more of these meal prep videos going forward. If that's something that you'd like to see and you'd like to follow along as I start to come up with new recipes and new ideas, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and I will really enjoy that. So making one of these sandwiches is really, really easy. You can put butter on the English muffin if you like. I choose not to. I think, when I'm meal prepping like this and I'm just taking it out of the freezer, warming up in the microwave, I find it doesn't make that much of a difference when I do have butter on it. I also think there's enough fat in the sausage to kind of make do. So I really don't think that it needs butter. However, if you like the butter or you want to put butter on it, you can go for it. I don't think that would be a big issue. Now, assembling these sandwiches is super easy. All you do is you take your sausage, you throw that on the toasted English muffin. Then on top of the sausage, you want to place one of your fried eggs. Then on top of the egg, you can take one of your cheese slices and throw that on top. Then you just top it with the top part of your English muffin. You can scrunch it down a little bit and then you are good to go. So I have all of the sandwiches assembled here now. All I like to do before I put them in the freezer is just take a sheet of parchment paper, take the sandwich, put it down in the middle, and just make sure that the sandwich is cooled off before you wrap it up, because you don't want that steam coming from the sandwich to make the English muffin soggy or wet or anything before you put it in the freezer. So all you do is take it, and I am not, by no means am I a professional wrapper or a good gift wrapper or anything like that, but I literally just like to put it in the middle and then just do one on one side, one turn on the other, one on the left, and then one on the right, and then that's it. Now if you have a big baggie or something like that, you can take all of these sandwiches, you can throw it into a big Ziploc baggie and put them in the freezer, but I don't think it's necessary. So that concludes the video today. Thanks for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. This is one of the first videos for me. I'm a relatively new channel. My channel is going to be mostly obviously about food and cooking and easy to make recipes and meal prepping. I like the idea of meal prepping during the week. I find it really helps me with my productivity and just really saves time on those busy days. So if that's something that you're interested in, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below for any other recipes or ideas that you may have that you would like me to try to make. Thank you.